Close my door, okay, and yours. Oh, sorry, I'm live. I'm giving instructions out. Well, happy Monday to everybody. I know it's Labor Day, and I know some people are out working and doing all kinds of things, having a fun time with your family, whatever it is that you're doing. I'll just talk to myself if I need to, but I have a feeling there's going to be a few people show up. So come on in, and just remember, sharing is caring. This is how we spread the news about what it is that we are doing to get our dinner on the table and to get people helped with their nutritional needs and whatever else it is that they are trying to get done, trying to get accomplished in their lives. Hi, Trisha. As a matter of fact, Trisha, guess what? You are our winner of our book. And I know I'm kind of popping in early to tell you all that, but it was just so funny that I have everything laid out and I will talk about it. See, look, Trisha shared. And sharing is caring. I tell you this all the time because this is how you win books. I'm back on my phone. Is this better? Is the connection better? Do I look better? Is it fuzzy? Oh, I forgot to touch my nose, which I'm doing right now. Yep, there it is. Okay, so there's my hands. They're moving. Anyway, I'm trying to do this the best that I can. Catherine's excited. Her husband's doing the hot milk sprint with her. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But, bring your friends in and let's get going because I've got some really great stuff. And after I'm done here, this is something to get used to. I am going to pop over just very briefly into the hot melt group. We have a special hot melt group for the 7-day hot melt group for like 15 minutes. Now, when we are on the hot melt, which is the hot melt sprint, which starts a week from today, my friends, a week from today, then it will be game on. I'm going to do some teaching. I've got some teaching about fat that I'm going to do. I have a whole plan, and I'm going to teach you about knowing and understanding your body and how to get into that place of being your own nutritional guru. Because I'm telling you, this is the thing. I believe with all my heart that we all have our own special, unique formula. We have a formula. We are unique. We are different. Every one of us has something different that needs to happen in order for us to lose the body clutter, in order for us to feel great, in order for us to have, the best possibility of having a healthy lifestyle that serves us so that we can serve others. I mean, that is our purpose of being here, right? We're here for a reason, for a purpose. If not, God would call you home. You would not be here. So keep remembering that as you go through and you're thinking about, maybe I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. No, you're not. Shift. And so I have today's, the new quote of the week. I was going to do, who you are shows up in what you do, not what you say. That's my own little thing because I've noticed that, without action behind it, you just can't make it happen. But I found something that was in my feed. Okay, and now I can't find it. This is crazy. Oh, here it is. I found something that was in my feed that was from a memory that I had posted like 6 or 7 years ago. And I thought it was so on point and I wanted to share it with you. So this is our quote of the week and we will have it so that we can do this. You can share we'll have a graphic for you. You'll be able to share it. And it's a Joyce Meyer quote. You're going to love it. You can be pitiful or you can be powerful, but you can't be both. Doesn't that sound like a Fly Lady-ism? I think that's where she got it. But it's true. Are we going to be pitiful or powerful? Let's choose. Which P do you want? If you want to be powerful, I want to see some amazing thumbs up going up right now. Just hit that button like you're out of control. And I want you to share this video. Powerful women, share. Powerful women, care. So I don't know about you, but I am not going to be a pitiful woman. That's just pathetic. Who wants that in their lives? You can even give me hearts for that because that's powerful, right? We have a choice. That should just light you up. You're not stuck. We're not trees. We're not victims. We are not survivors even. We are thrivers. We get to choose. Yay! So exciting. Okay. New blog post is up and I'm not even sure what it is. How's that for being prepared? Sorry about that, but there is a new blog post. You can find them every Monday on savingdinner.com/blog. And Diane, thank you for sharing. Everybody who shares, thank you. That you care. I appreciate that. Today is the last day, or tomorrow really, is the last day for Dinner Answers to get it for $20 off for the yearly. It's already a screaming deal at $97. Can you imagine getting it for $77? That is $1.48 a week. My friend Marla did the math for me because I'm not a math doer. $1.48 a week. I do all the heavy lifting. You get the menu, the recipes, the shopping list, everything according to how you eat, according to how many people are in your household. Hello? I mean, isn't that what everybody needs? The guide is there for you, okay? Go grab it for $77, $20 off. Go grab it. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com, click on Dinner Answers, and when you're checking out, put in the promo code WINDOW, back to school, all one word. That's it. That's it. This is Marla, share the code. Okay, see, Marla has my, we have our editor's things. When I was on her show, I was using my phone and my laptop because the phone would let me post as me. My laptop would only let me post as Fly Lady. And I thought, well, this is getting confusing. So anyway, share the show. Here's what you do. When you go to share, it gives you a choice. You can share to your friends or you can share to public. When you share to public, I see it. And when I see it, I say, oh, look at all these people who shared and they are in the running for a book. So anyway, that said, just so everybody knows, Trisha Leroy Barkman has won. And she's in upstate New York. I think that's upstate New York. And she will be getting the book. It will be sent out this week. So congratulations to Trisha. And thank you for sharing. Okay, I think I've told you all the things. Oh, also, our distributor is down in Florida and they are closed. So we are back ordered on a lot of things. I appreciate your orders and I appreciate your patience. Those two things, orders and patience, because I don't know when they're going to be back open. We don't know with this hurricane exactly what's going on. They're in Florida, they're in Orlando. And, we do the best that we can with the situation that we're in. Now, if your supplements don't come in time for this particular 7-day sprint, do not worry. Because this is not going to be the first time I do this. I am going to do this repeatedly. This is something that we could do probably every 6 to 8 weeks or once a quarter at least. But and you can use them otherwise. You can use them for every program that I have because these are all specific supplements that all do specific things and I will help you with them, okay? So please, no panics. We have a tendency to throw the baby out with the bathwater if everything's not just perfect and right. But I'm telling you, this plan is going to shift it all up. It is 100% anti-inflammatory. I'm already started making the bone broth. I'm getting Marla's stuff done. And I know, wouldn't it be nice to have Leanne make all your stuff for you? Well, it's not. It's easy stuff to do. Start your bone broth now. It's easy to make bone broth. You've got the instructions. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com/sprint. And everything is there. When you put your email address in, guess what? The download appears. You get the download and you get the invitation to the Facebook group. And I'm sure I've got about 100 people who want to get into the Facebook group right now. I will share it. I will go in there and I will take care of that. But I love when you guys are, in and top of everything. Okay. So making your soup now and throwing it in the freezer, no brainer. Let's get that done. The salad dressing, you can make that up. Stick it in the fridge. That's fun. That's done. Salad, do that the last minute because salads, you know how they are. They don't last forever. And we need to be mindful. We don't want to be throwing things out. Your proteins, you can, whatever it is. And you saw the plan for the proteins. One of the things that you can do, which I really love to do, is marinate things, let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple of days, then throw it into the freezer. Do you love that? Laura says, I love saving dinner. Laura, I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is how we get things done, you guys. And this is how we make it so that it's just super easy and super duper simple to get done. And I really want to encourage you with that because this is how we are going to get our body clutter under control. This is how we're going to shift our mindset. This is how we're going to get away from the carby eating and all the sugar and all that, and get off of that that wagon. The sugar wagon is the one we want to hop off of, man, because the sugar wagon will take you down. And as a matter of fact, I have a whole lesson that I'm going to do on the 4 types of fat that you need to understand about your body, the fat that's on your body and how we deal with it, because we have toxic fat and we have fat that works for us, that helps us out. And our toxic fat, I had no idea, but did you know that I did know that toxic fat, belly fat, is related to type 2 diabetes. I did not know that you had a higher incident of breast cancer, colorectal cancer, dementia, Alzheimer's. This all comes from having too much belly fat. And women with a waist circumference of over 35 inches are susceptible to this. Our risks go up. We don't want that. We don't want that. So there are solutions, and the solutions we're putting together. Our Body Wise book is going to be amazing. It's going to blow your socks off. Whether you have to lose weight or not, everybody has some sort of body clutter they need to get rid of. And let's just be clear about what body clutter is. Body clutter is the stuff that's between your ears, for sure. It starts there. Body clutter can also be something that you're sitting on, or body clutter can also be inflammation. It could be stuff you don't want inside of you. Body clutter can be chronic disease. And when we are empowered patients, not pitiful patients, but empowered patients, guess what happens? The world changes for us. Why does the world change for us? Because we have now set off our reticular activating system in our brains, and we're looking for solutions instead of dwelling on the problems. That is a powerful thing to do. That's a powerful way to change up everything in your life. So I invite you to that. I invite you to that table. This is how we save dinner. This is how we save our own lives. This is how we save our sisters' lives. We become powerful women. We take control of the things we can, and we drop the nonsense of trying to control the rest of the world. I can't control what your husband does, either can you. Have you noticed that? I want to see some love and some hearts from anybody who understands finally that they cannot control others around them, but they can control what's going on inside and what they do. If that's you, give me some love, because I'm telling you, that's how we change everything. Everything. Okay. So what else do I have today? So we've given away the book. Yay. And Trisha, yay, it's coming toward you. I have 3 or 4 left. I don't know. 3 or 4 books. They're on my shelf, and I promise you, when those books are gone, I probably have something else coming, because I have a ton of books. And I have another thing too. I have some workshops and some other things that I do that are coming up. We have a Take Back Your Body thing that's going to be coming up, and that there's a place in the workshop. I'm going to be giving away a free spot in that workshop. You have to get here, but I'm going to be giving away a free spot in that workshop. That will be a big contest. It will be coming up. Okay? But whoa, hey, come back here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Wow, I dropped everything. I hate it when that happens. Okay, I can look at this. Okay. Sorry. This is my little cord of life that's attached to my phone, and my hands are going like I have, I'm on fire. I'm not. So sorry. For those of you who are in harm's way and what have you, I hope you heard Marla today. It's time to get out. It's time to get out. It's time to grab the kids, grab the family, grab the dog. Let's go. Okay, get out and be safe. We are also, let's see, what else do I have to tell you? Question and answer is always on Fridays. If you have a question, a nutritional question that you would like answered live here on Facebook, I am happy to answer it. Now, I will say with the caveat that I am not a doctor, nor do I pretend to be one, nor do I want to be one. I cannot possibly tell you what to do when you have X, Y, and Z going on, okay? But I can help you if you say, hey, I'm trying to do this. What would be the best thing for me to do that? and I can probably help you out with that. I've had a lot of hormone questions lately, a lot about people asking about, all kinds of hormonal issues like perimenopause, menopause, etc. And hormones, we have a lot of hormones residing in our fat, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing. And I'll talk about that when I do my teaching next week on fat. And if you want that teaching, which it's going to be good, I mean, every single day I'm going to give you some kind of a teaching to help put you into the empowered place of being your own nutritional guru. I don't want you to be sucked in by gurus all the time, because that's what we do. Don't we have like bookshelves lined with all of the newest diet books? Anybody? I know I do. I mean, I read those. I read it for the information, but I see so many times, I see people getting wrapped up, well, so-and-so says so therefore, and it's not working for them. If it's not working for you, then dump it, okay? And we actually have a plan that is not a plan. Our plans for Body Clutter Wise, that's what we're calling it right now, but our plans for Body Clutter Wise are in understanding that we're all different, that we all have our own nutritional guru, and that sometimes what I'm doing isn't going to work for Marla, or what Marla's doing isn't going to work for you, or what Marianne and Brenda's, all the Brendas, we have lots of Brendas, are doing is not going to work for you. And that's fine. We just want you in the place of being empowered, of being smart, of being able to take stock of where you are and not comparing yourself to everybody else, but knowing you have a goal, you have a place to go, you have a goal or a vision, Marla, a vision of where you want to go. And that is what you're aiming for. Okay? If that's what you're aiming for, then that's when we lose the guru mindset. We take off our rose-colored guru glasses and we start saying, okay, this is what works for me. If you understand that, great. But here's the thing. This is what I know for sure. The most polarizing things on the planet are politics, religion, and food. Honestly, I've had I have had actual death threats from vegans, okay? They don't like me. They don't like me because I don't promote their way of eating. I honor their way of eating. I have their plans, but they're also they get very, whatever. We have a tendency to believe that our belief system is it. And this goes for everyone. And we cannot have that kind of a belief system. When we have a belief system that is it, then we're closed. We're not open. We can't expand the borders of our minds. We can't understand. That's the same thing that happens. This is the same thing that happens with food. And then we are wrapped up in thinking, this has to work for me. And if this doesn't work for me, then, there's no hope. And I've seen and I've read where people have said, I can't lose weight no matter what. I walk by a bakery and I gain weight just by smelling it. And what we're doing is we're activating that part of our brain that says, okay, your wish is my command. And that is what I want to get away from. I want to get away from all of that. I want to get away and get into the place of understanding that, yes, we do have control over that. Yes, we have an opportunity to grow, expand, and to be more. And yes, we have the ability to get ourselves to the place where we want body-wise. That's what we need to do. That's exactly what we need to do. And Teresa's asking, are the plans tailored to just women or both men and women? I'm where I need to be with daily routines, and I'm not going to read the rest of it. Teresa, this is the plan. My plan is, I'll just talk about the sprint because that's what's coming up, and we start a week from today. But we are doing the plan. Marla and I, we are bringing our men folk with us. They're going to be eating more than we are. They're going to have more than we are. And if you will notice in the sprint, I'm not telling you to weigh and measure, do this, that, and the other thing. I am kind of giving you ideas, like do a cup of soup. Well, a cup is going to look just like about this much in your hand, okay? You can start learning how to eyeball your measurements. It's super simple. You can start learning how to eyeball your measurements. You can start learning how to see what it is that you want. You can start training yourself with a mindset. your mindful mindset that you need. It's a motivational Monday after all, you guys. It's motivational Monday. We can start looking at things and start, understanding. For example, one trick. In the sprint, I have you drinking apple cider vinegar in a big glass of water. It's not the tastiest thing in the world, but it's, for heaven's sake, it's a tablespoon with 8 ounces of water. Why? Because the studies have shown, here we go, and I'm telling you that, and if you want to know, that I get people sometimes messaging me, what studies are you talking about? Well, you can Google this just as easily as I can. I'm sorry, but I'm a really busy woman. Sometimes I will give you the study for it, and sometimes I will just tell you about the study. I read a ton of them, okay? So this is what you need to do. You need to look at the studies and go with that, right? The studies will tell you that apple cider vinegar in a little bit of water is going to, one, help you with your digestion and also help you with insulin resistance, help you with controlling your blood sugar. Isn't that fantastic? How cheap is that? My only caveat would be go ahead and get, I don't know what Van is, go ahead and get apple cider vinegar though. Make sure it's organic, okay? On the Dirty Dozen list are apples, and apple cider vinegar is obviously, made with apple, is made with organic apples. That's a big thing. Marla said, eyeballing is letting go of your perfectionism, which is exactly right. Now, if you're not sure, let me just give you a couple of guidelines. It just makes it super easy. So we're not doing cheese right now, but just so that you understand cheese, well, we are doing cheese right now. You can do cheese all you want. I don't care. But for understanding, like, for example, like putting a little bit of cheese on something, you want to do a finger full. Okay, that's an ounce right there. Do you see that? That part of your finger is an ounce. This is a cup. A handful is a cup. Hey, Roberta. Roberta's one of my newest graduates from NutriCoach. So those are the kind of things that you should start looking at. And yes, Helen, it does help with digestion before a meal. Do it 30 minutes before. 20 to 30 minutes before will really help. Also understand too that when you're drinking water, you want to drink water before your meal. You don't want to be drinking water with your meal. You can have little sips or whatever, but knocking down lots of glasses of water with your meal, not only is it going to mess up your digestion because it's going to dilute all your digestive enzymes, but it also is, it's going to kind of fake you out on, really how full you are or not. So here you go. A glass of a glass of water with a tablespoon, 8 ounces of water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Just drink that. It just tastes very weak. It's not horrible. It's not great, but just do it. Just, down the hatch. Do that 20, 30 minutes beforehand. It will help with your digestion, yes. And it's also going to help with the volume inside your stomach. It's going to help you with your blood sugar control and insulin resistance if that's an issue for you. And the other thing that it's going to do is it's going to give a little volume to your stomach. So as you go to eat, and do this mindfully, eat mindfully, eat every bite mindfully. And when you eat mindfully, you're going to be aware of your stomach, how full you are. You're going to be aware of your conversation that you're having. And for heaven's sakes, if you have your phone at the table or you allow phones at your table, change that. It's an easy thing to change. It's an easy thing to change. All you have to do is say to the family, hey, I want to see your faces. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to the back of your phone. And you need to be the shining example of what that looks like as well. Okay? Come on. And chew your food. When you chew your food, listen, I had to do this with my daughter because I would see her. Okay, I hope she's not on here. She would take a fork full of food the size of her head and just try to get it into her mouth. And I'm thinking, God, I hope she didn't learn that from her mother. But we had to start talking about like what size of food should be on the end of her fork. And we went with about the size of a quarter, which ended up being about the size of a 50-cent piece. And, there's probably a lot of you out there who've never seen a 50-cent piece, but we of an older generation know all about that. So I'm a little warm. So yeah, that's something that you need to do. And then just chew it. Just think about it when you're chewing it and just thinking. and being thankful as you're chewing it. Like, thank you, God, for giving me this food. That gratitude really is a big thing, isn't it? If we can spread our gratitude toward everything that we're going to do, we are suddenly going to have a new vision of what our life looks like. And we're going to suddenly have a new vision of how blessed we really are. And for you who are on my sprint, I'm taking clues from my friend Marla Silly, the Fly Lady, and there will be absolutely no whining in that forum whatsoever. I will take down those comments. Because here's the thing, you are blessed. You get to do this. You get to do this. It's not that you have to do it. You get to do it. And it's going to be a big change. For a lot of you, it's going to be, there's a hot flash again. What is it with me getting on these, Facebook Lives and doing hot flashes? I get myself all worked up. But we get to do this. We get to do this together. We get to come alongside each other and encourage each other. And you know what? Maybe it's something that you're not used to eating. Maybe it's something that you're thinking, wow, where's my, that we were talking about this last week. Where's my Texas cheese toast? Well, it's in the freezer, or you didn't buy it this week, thankfully. And it's something that you don't need to do. But I want you to look at this as a privileged person, as the, here, honey, this is it, be the queen of your own life, forgive me if my tiara's crooked. You get to eat food made for a queen. You get to be the very, very best that you can possibly be by eating the best that you can possibly be. So I want you to think about that the whole time that you're in this sprint, because there's going to be a big shift there. And your mind needs to go with it. If your mind doesn't go with it, then you're going to abandon ship. And you're going to have all this great, gorgeous food rotting in your refrigerator, and you're going to go back to the old ways. I know, Rita, my face is red. Why would you tell me that? Don't tell me that. I know it. I am the menopause queen right now. So I just want to get you to this place of gratitude. That's it. Gratitude. So this week, don't forget the discount. Look at my hair. I am just a complete mess. This week is, the code is back to school, so that you can get $20 off of our Dinner Answers program. This is however you eat is what is going to get you dinner answers. However you eat, keto, low carb, classic family, AIP, that's autoimmune paleo, and then paleo. If you're vegan, vegetarian, we have a plan for you every single week. It's already done. Okay? Friday is Q&A. Don't forget to put your questions in and send your questions into support@savingdinner.com. Okay? support@savingdinner.com. I will answer them on Friday. That is traditionally, look at this steamy glasses business. That is traditionally a very long show. So yes, thank you, Nancy. I look fine. Blah, so there. Great. Okay, NutriCoach appointments. I've got several openings, so take a look at that. Go to NutriCoachSchool.com. If you've got your house cleaned up, you know what's for dinner, and you have room in your life, you love nutrition, you love cooking, and you're thinking, I'd like to be able to do something about it. Let me tell you, you have the ability to create a business out of that. I'll show you how to do it, because I did it myself. And look at me now. I'm a menopausal queen. Oh my goodness. All I can say is I'm looking forward to having tea at 3 o'clock, and it will be piping hot, and I'll probably have a hot flash back then. I don't know. Anyway, there I go again, hitting that thing. The quote of the week. You can be, do you remember what the quote of the week is? You can be pitiful or powerful, but you can't be both. I want you to be powerful. And if you want to be a part of the sprint, go to savingdinner.com/sprint. Everything will be right there on that page, and it will tell you exactly what to do. Okay? I want you to be a part of that group. We are going to be I'm going to be teaching you fun stuff, an understanding about your body. Because when you understand about your body, you can do better, right? When we know better, we can do better. That's another quote. Listen to me. I'm just a plethora of quotes. All right, I've gone long enough. Thank you again for sharing this video. Thank you again for all of your support. And thank you again for your patience as we wait on my poor little distributor down in Orlando. You know, they're closed down. And we have a bunch of stuff that's supposed to be coming that should have been in our warehouse, and it's not. So we know why. So thank you again for your patience, and don't worry about it. If you don't have your supplements for the sprint, no big deal. We will be doing them again, and I will help you with them. So questions, support@savingdinner.com. I answer them on Fridays. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you at tea time. I'm looking forward to it. Bye-bye.